Right now, somewhere, someone just tripped in public. Their face turned red before they even stood back up. They didn't choose it. They couldn't stop it. And for one hot, humiliating second, their own body betrayed them in front of a room full of strangers. But the real answer is far stranger. Blushing isn't a flaw in your design. It's one of the strangest tools evolution ever built. No other animal on Earth does it. Not chimpanzees, not dolphins, not the smartest crow in the forest. Just you. Why would evolution give you a signal that broadcasts your worst moments in bright red? Start with the obvious question. What is a blush, actually? Your skin has capillaries just beneath the surface. Normally, they stay steady, carrying blood quietly through your face. But when something triggers a rush of adrenaline, those capillaries widen. Blood floods closer to the skin. Your cheeks glow red, sometimes your ears, sometimes your neck. It happens in under 5 seconds, and you cannot will it away. Charles Darwin was obsessed with this exact puzzle. In 1872, he called blushing the most peculiar and most human of all expressions. He noticed something odd. Blind people who have never seen a blush still blush. Babies, before they even understand shame, do not blush. Blushing only shows up once a child develops a sense of self, usually around age 2. Which means blushing isn't about your eyes. It's about your awareness of other people's eyes. That's the twist most people miss. You don't blush because you did something wrong. You blush because you realize someone else saw it. Think about the last time you blushed. Maybe you called your teacher mom by accident. Maybe you tripped on a curb while someone was watching. Maybe you laughed at a joke a beat too late and everyone noticed the delay. In every case, the mistake itself wasn't painful. Being seen making the mistake was. This is where the science gets interesting. Psychologist Ray Crozier, one of the leading modern researchers on blushing, has spent decades studying why this reflex exists at all. His research found that blushing consistently appears in situations involving unwanted social attention. Not danger, not injury, just exposure. You could be embarrassed for something good, like public praise, and still blush just as hard as if you'd been caught in a lie. That's strange, isn't it? The trigger isn't guilt, it's visibility. So here's the real question underneath all of this. If blushing doesn't help you survive a predator, why does it exist at all? The answer might be that blushing was never about you surviving. It was about your tribe surviving. 50,000 years ago, your ancestors didn't live alone. They lived in small groups, sometimes just 20 to 50 people, dependent entirely on trust. If you stole food from someone, if you broke a shared rule, if you embarrassed the group in front of a rival tribe, the group needed a way to know that you knew you messed up. Not just that you said sorry, that your body proved it. This is where psychologist Dacher Keltner's research becomes essential. Keltner has studied embarrassment displays across cultures for years, and his findings suggest something remarkable. A blush paired with a lowered gaze and a nervous smile functions as an appeasement signal. It tells the group, I see that I broke the rule. I am not a threat. Please let me back in. Groups that could trust the signal had an advantage. If someone blushed after a mistake, the tribe didn't need to punish them further. The body already confessed. Conflict ended faster. Bonds repaired quicker. And over thousands of generations, blushing may have become baked into the human nervous system because it made group life more stable. You are not broken when you blush. You are running an ancient peace treaty written into your skin. But there's another layer to this, one that connects directly to how your brain sees you today. Psychologist Mark Leary developed something called Sociometer theory, and it reframes your self-esteem entirely. According to Leary, your self-esteem isn't really a measure of how much you like yourself. It's a gauge, constantly running in the background, tracking how much you believe others accept you. When that gauge drops, you feel anxious, ashamed, exposed. Blushing may be the physical alarm bell of that gauge. A visible, involuntary readout of, I think my social value just dropped. Which means every time you blushed as a teenager, every time your face went hot in a classroom, on a date, in a meeting, you weren't overreacting. Your nervous system was running a calculation that used to determine whether your tribe would feed you that winter. Isn't it strange that biology never got the memo that the stakes changed? Because here's the twist. That circuitry hasn't updated. Your body still reacts to a bad joke in a group chat the same way it once reacted to being caught stealing meat from the fire. Modern embarrassment. A typo in an email to your boss, a stumble on a first date, tripping in front of your class, still routes through prehistoric wiring built for tribal survival. There's something almost tender about that, if you think about it long enough. Your blush isn't your enemy. It's an old, loyal system trying to protect the one thing your ancestors couldn't survive without: belonging. Which brings us to something researchers still can't fully explain. Why does blushing feel like it makes things worse? If it's meant to signal peace, why does it feel like exposure, like being caught twice? One theory is that blushing evolved to be involuntary specifically because a fake apology wouldn't work. If you could choose to blush, it would mean nothing. Predators fake submission, rivals fake remorse. But you cannot fake a blush on command. That's exactly why it works. Its involuntary nature is the proof of sincerity. The group doesn't just want to hear, "I'm sorry." They want to see your body confirm it before your mind even catches up. So the next time your face goes hot after a mistake, notice what's actually happening. Your ancestors are speaking through your capillaries. A message passed down through hundreds of generations, still firing exactly as designed. I see you saw that. I am still one of you. Don't cast me out. You've spent your whole life treating your blush like an embarrassing malfunction, a glitch to hide behind your hands, your hair, your collar. But it was never a malfunction. It's one of the oldest peace offerings your species ever developed, written not in words, but in blood rushing quietly beneath your skin. So the next time someone sees you turn red, that isn't your body betraying you. It's the last honest thing left in a species that learned long ago how to lie with everything else.